play a game and then be off the game, or is it going to be kind of scattered, or is it just kind of a see how his body reacts?
It's all to be determined for sure. But, we wanted to push the clock back and get him started around this point. I think that was the plan from the beginning, just so that we could, hopefully navigate the rest of the season and the playoffs well, and give him the best chance to be healthy, when it counts.
How has he looked in practice so far, Dave? From the outside, people would, I guess, assume he's an old man and not much left, but what do you see in practice?
Well, he's such a freak athlete. He's still in amazing condition. And his brain is one of his most powerful assets. So he immediately steps on the floor and is kind of a step ahead of everybody in the game at both ends. So it's great to see him out there playing. And I think the hardest thing when you get older is to stack up games. You play well one game, and then, as we saw with Andre last year, all of a sudden something swells up and you don't even know why. So I'm not worried about his production and his play. It's more about trying to preserve him over the long haul. I know he's going to help us win.
You guys said that the second half of the season was that target for his return, but when did it start to become clearer that tomorrow was going to be that day? Or
I think the last 2 weeks he started scrimmaging, and the training staff recommended that. So once he started scrimmaging, it was apparent he was getting close.
Beyond just getting more minutes, what's kind of been the key to...
Who's that?
Beyond just getting minutes, what's been the key to PBJ's kind of recent emergence?
I just think he's figuring things out pretty quickly. He's a really smart guy, smart player. He's been well coached, son of a coach, and so he has a good feel. And when he's out on the floor, everything flows pretty well. Like, he just knows when to shoot, when to dribble, when to pass, and he's got great size. He's very skilled, so he's a really exciting prospect.
You have such an interesting situation with Ty and the two-way contract. Could Andre's return kind of help preserve those extra days? Like those two guys?
Yeah, it's something we're going to have to address here soon. I think Lamb has something like 19 games left, and Ty has 24, if I'm not mistaken. I think those are the numbers. So we have to navigate that, and there will be some games where those guys are going to not suit up to preserve their games.
Just having like another ball handler, Iguodala, back in the fold, help maybe Jordan Poole play off the ball more. He's kind of had a lot of turnovers in the last few games, just being a starter and having the ball in his hands more.
Yeah, I think Andre's strength is his. He's got a lot of strengths, but one of them is his ability to make the game easier for everybody else. He's always done that for Steph and Clay, just not only with his ball handling and passing, but even his screening, slipping out of screens, his awareness of what's happening. He's just always smoothed the game out for us, and there's no doubt he can help Jordan too.
Is the plan eventually to give Andre some of those Draymond minutes in the second unit with Draymond more of a blow?
I think it's all to be determined, we just have to see how everybody's doing as we go. But Andre definitely is at a place in his career and the way the league is played where he can play the four. The four is actually a good spot for him. So he can play with Draymond. If Draymond is out for whatever reason, he can play in his place, or they could we could have some other combination too.
Two questions for you. The first is just on Draymond. When we were talking to him after the double overtime game, and he was just saying how he is really, really tired. He was after that game. He has been playing so much, but it doesn't matter right now. He has to push through. I guess just from your point of view, how has Draymond looked physically and conditioning-wise and handling?
Draymond's been amazing. He's having such a good year. His leadership, his words in practice, his example, his experience during games, helping us get through difficult parts of games. and he's kept himself in really good shape all year. So we've tried to keep the minutes down. We had no choice against Atlanta. I think he got up over 40 and with the double overtime. But for the most part, we've been able to, limit the minutes, and we're hoping that now that we're getting some guys back, that we can give him a little bit more of a break here.
And then my second question was going to be the guys getting any update on Andrew's status for tomorrow?
Yeah, Wiggs practiced fully today, and there's a chance he could play tomorrow.